There are two different diving techniques that a goalkeeper can use during a game depending on the shot that is presented. If you remember from the videos on catching, we always want to try and get our body behind the ball to ensure the safe is safe. The best way to get in the proper position is to use proper footwork, usually a shuffle in a short distance situation. But when our footwork isn't enough to get us there, we dive to throw our body behind the ball. Now to be clear, footwork is the best option. But if it's not enough, we resort to diving. The first type of diving is the collapse dive, which is used for low to mid-range shots that are just out of your reach. These are shots that are too far from you for a shuffle to get you in a position, but not far enough to warrant an all-out extension dive across the net. The extension dive is the second type of diving save, so let's talk about that for a little bit. This is the save that's going to make the highlight reel with you flying across the net, your body parallel to the ground. While it's going to draw the most fanfare, the extension dive should probably be used as a last resort save for a goalkeeper. Now let's look at how we'll catch a ball in a collapse dive. We rarely want to try and catch this ball in our body because there's a lot of moving parts as we go to the ground. So the safer approach is to extend your hands and catch this ball with the W or the contour catch. Now when that ball comes into our hands, we want to use the ground as our third hand to better secure the ball. Instead of having our hands directly behind the ball, like we would if we were catching this out of the air, you want one hand to cover the top and the other hand behind, and the ground will cover that bottom. And that's using the ground as your third hand. Now lastly, it's important that when you're extending your body this way and opening the soft part of your body up, that you protect yourself with that free leg. As I dive to the ground, I'm going to bring this free leg up and into my body to protect the area from my ribs down to my thighs that would otherwise be exposed and vulnerable to injury.